I'm Shane Foster. Everybody calls me Doc. With Metro Investigations, I serve as the CFO for them. I've been with their CFO operate for about 2 years, but overall with the company for 8. I'm a second generation repossessor. I'm 55 years old, so I've been exposed, since a child. So daily operations for probably almost 40 years now. One of the obstacles that we all have is information and how we disseminate that information to the staff, what the needs for the company are, and to the management team to maximize production on a daily basis. And that's always been a historical problem, is the systems that we rely and depend on haven't really been, they're pretty archaic. They haven't been updated for a decade or longer, and they haven't really kept up with technology. So when it comes to the dissemination of that information, I can't gather it fast enough, and it's very problematic. We've been looking internally at possibly building a better platform for the tracking of information and how to quickly identify, what you refer to as the KPIs, those key performance indicators, and it just hasn't existed. Last summer, while I was in a DRN advisory board meeting, Jeremiah had mentioned the partnership, and that just kind of garnered me to reach out to you and start gathering some of that information for our operations. With the integration between DRN and RDN, I can pull those reports and I can get that information, but it would take me an hour to get what I can get just at a glance. So there's things like overall volume, the production from the previous night, my personal KPIs. But then we have managers that have assigned KPIs to them. And it can be as much as, breakdown per driver overnight. Just at a glance, we can get that. So I have each of our key managers tracking about 5 KPIs. I track about 5 KPIs. And then, throughout the days, the production days, then we kind of follow up. And if there's a margin of even just a few percent, I can tell if a driver missed a shift. I can tell if he fell asleep. I can tell if he left early because his kids were sick. It's that real-time information that I get that's just been the hugest benefit. I really love both the production aspect of tracking the drivers, but I also focus on the lender matrix and the order dissemination and allocations, and it allows me to communicate with the lenders and our lender partners to make sure that I'm getting, what it needs to support the operations. If you don't have a program to, like Insightt or the equivalent of, you're not effectively managing your business operations. I would say it's vital key. It's one of my biggest tools for operating efficiently. Like I say, I break it down, just do the analysis just do the scale of what it takes to get that information out of RDN or to go into WebTracker, pull that information, the scan data. It's literally hours a day to get the information that I can get at a glance. The efficiency, the lender reports, all of that. If you're focused on those KPIs, the thing will literally pay for the subscription in the first days of onboarding the product. It's honest and true. Just between staffing time to pull that reports, to get that data, and then just that operational. And then we can't forget the competitive nature that is inherent in these guys. I think there is an impact of that production where that guy wants to get that one more car to be at the top of the leaderboard. So I don't think it's just one answer, one aspect of all the values. It's the combined, package and effect of the product. It will pay for itself in literally the first week of onboarding. It really will. You need to have data, you need to have information, and you need to have a platform to gather, track, and store it. And like I say, there's the stacking effect of the year over year. If there's another product out there like Insightt, I'm not aware of what it is, and you're literally wasting staffing hours that could have just paid for the subscription. You can move on to bigger and better things. Focus on picking up those cars based off the information that you provide in the system.